welcome to
our channel. My name is Sarah. I'm Trinity.
And I'm Derek.
And we help people empower their kitchen.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to our kitchen.
Yes, thank you.
Tonight,
thank you very much.
Tonight we are making
a whole chicken.
A whole
Ooh, sorry, didn't you get your foot?
chicken.
Ooh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So tonight we're going to make a whole chicken. I'm sorry, I didn't get your foot.
It.
You go ahead. What we're going to be adding to the whole chicken is a little bit of celery,
Celery,
carrots, some onion, and garlic. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to put at least a cupful. You can't see my face, so here, I'll squat down. We have the camera positioned a little low, but that's all right.
All right, there we go.
What we're going to do is we're going to put in probably about 2 cups of carrots, and we're going to put in probably a half a cup of celery. You don't really want to overdo it. And then we're going to put this whole entire onion in there, and this whole entire clove of garlic. And then we're going to put spices all over the top of it.
So start cutting, boy.
And another thing we're going to be doing too, actually, is we're going to be shoving butter underneath the skin.
Am I even close
What's that?
to the chicken?
It's fine.
Say what?
Am I close to the chicken?
Yeah, you're close enough. You can get closer here.
Hi, everybody! I can't wait for you to eat me!
So anyway, that's what we'll be doing. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
All right, so, oh, and I also forgot, you'll have to put a cup of water, or like a cup and a half of water in the pot, and then after it starts cooking, obviously it's going to acquire more through all the vegetables and everything like that, but you still want to have something in there so it's not cooking dry.
It's not cooking dry.
And,
Cooking dry!
and I'll just throw this out there too, and of course Sarah knows this as well, and now Trinity's going to know because she's hearing this. You want to cook it until you're able to grab a hold of the chicken leg and pull
And it
it
falls
away from the
apart.
body. When
Right.
it pulls off of the body, it's completely finished. So typically what I always do is I cook it on 350 for about 2.5 hours.
Can you see 350?
So,
Maybe not.
Oh, here.
oh, can you now?
Alright, I'm gonna take this
Can you see me now? Good.
I'll be the cameraman.
Can you see me now?
Can I be the cameraman?
All right.
Hi, everybody. No, I got it. Ow, that was my nose.
Careful, mommy got it.
Alright, wait. 350.
So 350. And typically, like I was saying, is we're going to be cooking this for about 2.5 hours. So after 2 hours, I'll check it. I'll just take a fork.
Am I right or wrong?
You're perfect. I'll take a fork.
Up or down? I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
beautiful.
We're just playing heads up.
Heads up. So I will be taking a fork, and I'm going to lift up the leg. And if it doesn't pull away, then I'll cook it for another half of an hour. And then after I check it again after that half an hour, and the leg starts to come off of it, then I'll bake it for an additional half of an hour to make it crispy on top.
Did you say how long to cook it all together?
I said 2.5 hours.
Okay.
But
So
you know,
2
every
to
oven
3
varies, so you
hours.
like 2.5
Right.
to 3 hours. So you have to check it.
Right.
So anyway, like I said, we're gonna get started. Let's focus on the chicken, not the kitchen area.
Hi, everybody. It's Tinny.
So you guys get entertained.
Oh, I got my hand in front of the thing. She's
All right.
running away from us. She's doing cartwheels.
This one I'm gonna do.
Cartwheels, yeah. Uh-huh.
This one I'm gonna do 2 cups of water,
Okay, this one we're doing 2 cups of water.
which is more than enough
For a whole chicken.
for a whole chicken.
Whole chicken.
Carrots have already been rinsed. Onions already been rinsed. Celery has already been rinsed. Make sure you guys rinse everything, of course.
Everybody's already been rinsed. Oh,
So
hi.
the carrots we don't have to cut up because they're already baby carrots. So you just put them in the pot. Be careful not to splash. You don't
Do you
want.
season this at all?
I'm going to season it at the very end.
It's not, no,
Okay.
it's not.
I'm just going to get everything in there right now. So like I said, you don't have to cut these carrots up. If you want to cut them up, you can cut them up. That's completely up to you. Try to keep your hands off of the chicken so you're not touching everything
You're not mixing the raw with the fresh.
at all.
Yeah.
And
That's the fresh,
and-
that's the raw.
if you all didn't realize
Derek's
this
fresh,
too.
that's raw.
Yes. If y'all
Trinity's
didn't,
raw.
Oh, I'm wrong.
if y'all didn't realize this too, when you're putting stuff in the pot, also be careful not to splash the water because you're going to splash the raw chicken everywhere. And it's disgusting. All right. Celery feather. Like I said, we're not going to put, and I didn't use a measuring cup for the carrots because I just kind of eyeballed it. But you guys can do that if you're beginners.
We're not beginners, we're professionals.
I'm a beginner.
This is a beginner right here.
I like to use
And
all.
she will learn.
of the celery. I don't like to waste it, so I just cut off very little from the top and the bottom, and it's okay. Like I said, just one piece of celery is all that you need. Because you don't want to put too much in there, because then the whole entire thing is just going to taste like celery. It's very strong. But it gives it that really nice flavor.
I like your knife skills. Those are beautiful.
Thank you very much. And
Don't
of course,
cut
you
your
have to be
finger.
Very careful. And I'm actually not doing it right. A lot of people curl their fingers,
Yes.
but I go very slow, and I pay attention to what I'm doing, so I do not cut to myself. And this
So
is a
you
very sharp
cut
knife,
yourself.
so I do not. And I had before,
Wow. Experienced.
when I was inexperienced.
Oh.
So there's that.
I'm
Right?
a talk show host.
You are.
Yes.
Always.
So right now,
Cameraman.
we're going to go with the rest of this garlic. There
It
is
looks
not
a little
very
dried
much.
out.
Oh no, that's just the, I left the skin on
What?
it.
Maybe it's a different finger.
Oh, that's fine.
I have my finger.
So here's this garlic. It's like an elephant garlic that we're using.
It's beautiful.
We have more. We don't really need very much of it. We'll cut the garlic up. Remember, everybody, be very careful. Do not cut yourself. If you feel the knife getting too close, just stop cutting. You don't have to make perfect cuts. Just watch your fingers and pay attention to what you're doing.
We're not professional chefs, just saying.
Right? And it'll all float around. So that's what I typically do when I first start off with the chicken. Drizzle it all over. You can put a little garlic on top, that's fine. Now the onion, to get the skin off, go like this around. Very carefully. You don't cut yourself, of course. Slow is fast.
Slow is fast? That doesn't make any sense.
Slow is fast, because if you do it slow, you get it done right the first time, you don't have to do it again. Slow is fast. Take your time.
Nobody gets it.
I get it.
That's okay.
He gets it.
Derek gets it, that's alright. Oh my god, I hate onions. Ooh.
No, they're fine.
They make me
Now, another
cry.
thing, too, that I've learned over the years, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have learned this as well, maybe not,
You can put them under cold water or...
or you can actually light a candle right next to it
No, I'm going to him.
when you're cutting. That's okay. You can actually light a candle right next to it when you're cutting. For me, they don't really bother me anymore.
For me, they make me cry like a baby.
So with this, I really don't want to mince it, so I'm just going to kind of do them whole and flat. And then you could just peel them apart like this. And throw them all in there like that. A lot of good flavors. And the reason why that I only started off with 2 cups of water, like we said earlier, so I'm dropping everything in there. I don't want it splashing all over the place. We'll add a little bit more water afterward. And then we'll put the spices on last. So we're not washing the spices away.
Not to mention the chicken will have its own liquids coming out of it. So
Exactly.
you don't have to put too much water in
Not
it.
too much. Otherwise it'll be soup.
Soup. Chicken soup.
I like
I like
chicken
chicken
soup.
soup. I love chicken
Well,
soup.
and actually, after we're done eating this, and there's leftovers, oops, I dropped a piece, that's okay, we'll throw it out. We can make chicken soup out of this.
There's a 5-second rule.
It's hard for you to see my face, but that's okay.
I was looking at the chicken.
I know. Look
It's
at the
more
chicken
important
again.
than you.
Yes, it
It's
is.
beautiful.
Look at it. It is very
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
I might not put all of this onion in there. Just
No, you
because-
can.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now notice, everybody, that the onion is not bugging me, but for a lot of us, our eyes get very sensitive to it. So like we said, you can run it under cold water, or you can light a candle. And thanks for joining us, too.
Yay!
This is really nice. We really enjoy cooking.
And hopefully you watch our other channel,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is
Empower your soul.
with Sarah and
And
Derek.
Derek. Yep, well, we just figured that we'd also create this video, or this channel as well, to help people cook. Because cooking is very relaxing.
And believe it or not, there's so many people out there that cannot cook, which is very strange to me.
I know.
I've been cooking my entire life. Derek?
My whole life, too.
Derek too.
Since I was a kid.
And it's really not that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty easy,
I
really.
just read a recipe and that's
Follow
it.
it.
And follow it.
And even us,
And then
we still.
and once you've done it enough, you just kind of do your own thing and just
Yeah.
whatever, it's fine. Oh, he
I
left.
won't give that to the babies.
Oh yeah, we have chickens. We have chickens.
So now,
What's next, Derek?
the next thing is...
You only got carrots and celery.
Yep, we already
an
have everything in
onion.
there. Carrots
Okay.
and celery and onions are already in there. Everything's all set.
So it's seasoning time.
So just about, I want to put a little bit more water in there. So that way at least the vegetables will cook. And I'll have some water. And it will make its own water too, but you still want to have enough in there. Not to mention too, like we said, we can make a soup later on with it. So,
Or a gravy.
or a gravy.
I make an amazing gravy. I can show y'all how to do
Sarah
that.
makes the best gravies ever. Oh, did you guys hear that? What's
It's
that?
ready! Just
Uh-oh.
in time.
The oven's ready to go.
It always works like that.
Oh, that's the way it's supposed to
It's a
work.
little more raw. That's okay.
What?
Our video.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. We like raw videos.
Yeah. Well,
Supposed
I
to
mean,
be
that's
real.
how we do ours anyways. But
Yeah.
okay, seasoning. What are we using?
All right, so I will be using
Stop.
What? I was trying
I'll
for a
be
second.
using garlic
tell them?
powder,
Garlic powder.
onion
When you have
powder.
to set the oven beforehand, so you know when it's gonna time.
Onion
right-
powder. Yeah.
Time right when it's gonna. So you set the oven beforehand, but how long beforehand?
Like 3 hours. It's gonna be like 3 hours before it's done.
That's gonna take a little while.
No. Mommy, how long before you start cooking do you set the oven?
Oh, you mean turn it on?
Yeah.
10 minutes usually it takes about to preheat. Why, do you need to know that?
Yes, so
All
that
right.
community knows that.
So, okay.
So
10
typically-
minutes you preheat your oven, basically. I mean, obviously when it goes beep, 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 it's ready, but about 10 minutes.
So what I'm gonna do this
Here we go.
time, we have
What, ginger?
yes.
Ginger on a chicken?
It's very good. You don't want to put too much though.
It's good
Very
for your
little.
soul.
It's very good for your soul, and it's very good for your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put just a little bit of ginger on it,
Okay.
which that's plenty.
Yes.
You don't need any more.
Okay, what else?
We're gonna use crushed rosemary,
Rosemary. Okay.
which is so delicious, like a rosemary chicken. Obviously, I know you guys have heard of that. Here, I'll duck down so you can see my face. This is more about the food, though. Oh, I love the way rosemary
Yeah, it's
smells.
not about you, Derek. Wow. Narcissist.
No, I'm just trying to talk into the camera.
Well, I'm trying to do many things at once because I want to see the beautiful chicken too.
Absolutely.
Smells good
A
already.
little bit of basil,
Basil.
okay? And I like to put it in my hand.
That's how I do it. And then
I
crumble
just
it.
like to crumble it,
and
make sure it's broken up. Some falls on it. Great, beautiful. It's gonna go there anyway, right?
Right.
Just go all the way around everything.
On the veggies, the skin, all of it.
Not to mention the onions that we just put in there too are gonna give it a lot of flavor.
Flavor, yes.
A lot of flavor. So if you don't like onions, you don't have to necessarily eat them, but it's really good for the flavor. You have to use them. Just saying. Onion powder, next, all over it. You don't have to measure these out. Be creative. Don't dump the whole container in there, of course, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't take the top off like I've done before
I've done
and
it
just
too.
kind of dump it all over.
Yeah. Or if the top falls off sometimes when you buy it, and then
Yeah.
you're like, uh-oh. So there's all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna put a little teeny bit of Italian seasoning on
I love Italian seasoning.
it. Okay? When I say teeny, I mean...
Well, it's not going to come out because it's not open.
Oh, oops. Okay, well, see, here we go. We're already faced with a dilemma. So
Dilemma!
Open.
Just use your really sharp knife. Don't. Oh, my lord.
I'm fine.
Use those big, strong muscles to get that off.
Oh, yeah. Well, it has to be sealed for our freshness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys secure the lid. Put it back on. I just love the way it
They
smells.
barely come out
Yeah, well, they have
when
so
you
much
first.
in there.
I know, which is good.
So another thing you guys could do too, we could also take off the lid. You could put some in your hand,
Kind of
we
like you
just
did with
basil,
the basil, yeah.
right? Crush it in your hands, even though they've already crushed it, but still, it's nice to make it a little more finer. So you can really cover every area. Oh, it smells amazing already. Follow through, put it back on, of course.
I think people can figure that part out.
Oh, I know.
Maybe.
Well, sometimes people forget. I know I do.
All right, what else? Is that it?
All right, so
I
that
thought you
is
were
it.
gonna put butter underneath the skin. I mean, you
was
did
going
just
to
say
do
that, but now you're changing your mind.
I kind of changed my mind, but I can do that. So I probably should have done it before I put the spices on.
Well, that's okay.
But
All right,
that's
we
no
don't
big
have to
deal.
do
I
it right
can-
now.
I can put some in there. So this is the part that gets a little messy, but it's
All right.
fun.
Now, when you put the butter underneath the skin, do it before the spices. But this is also a good thing you can do for turkeys as well.
Yeah.
When you're making turkey dinner for Thanksgiving and stuff like that.
So you don't really need a ton.
Just take a little bit.
All right, so you're gonna take it, break that in half.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Set one to the side. You're gonna go up underneath the skin like this. It's already open because they've already prepped the bird.
Mm-hmm.
And you just stuff the butter inside like this with your finger. Close it in. Keep pushing it in until it goes in. Wipe it all around in there. Done.
And what does that do, Derek?
That makes it super tender and moist and
The skin is
so
crispy.
delicious. And then
The
the
skin
skin will
gets
get
crispy.
crispy.
Yes.
But that will happen once you take off the lid. So it won't actually get super crispy until the very end.
All right. So you
But
cook
yes,
it
it does
for
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, 3 hours, and then the last half an hour you should leave it open.
And that's okay. So you can do that too.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And the spices are still good.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. All right, go wash your hands.
Okay.
And with it, we're gonna make some, I think, stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do potatoes too,
Um,
or just
I
stuffing?
think stuffing's good enough.
All right, so we're just gonna do some stuffing with it, which we're just making box stuffing, so we're not very creative when it comes to stuffing. I have made homemade stuffing. It's just for me, it doesn't taste the same.
Now,
So
for me, I love homemade stuffing.
I like homemade stuffing too. It's just I grew up on box stuffing, so that's
And I did not.
right.
That's why.
So that's why
But I like stovetop stuffing too.
I love stovetop stuffing.
It's not bad. It's really good and it's quick.
So, anyways, we will be back with
We
the
will
end
be
of our
back.
video.
Yes.
Once we actually cook it for about 3 hours.
Yep. And then
So we'll see you then.
we will see you then, and we're so excited. Too bad you
Oh,
guys can't
okay.
smell it, but that's okay.
Oh my god, it smells good
I wish
already.
we could send it to you.
Someday they will event that.
Yes. Well, they already have.
I don't think they have.
Sure.
I'm not sure they have.
Okay, they have it.
Okay.
We're going to invent it.
But anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye. Hey, everybody. So welcome back to Empower Your Kitchen with Sarah and Derek. I just wanted to let you all know that dinner is done, and we'd love for you to check out our chicken.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
It looks so delicious, and I'm glad that this fell off. Actually, didn't even have to check it. But typically when it falls off the bone like that, that's when you know that it's
It's
ready.
perfect.
You have a really nice, delicious vegetable
Skin-
assortment going
the
on
skin
in there.
looks nice and
Skin
crispy.
is nice and crispy. So what we
Yes.
did is we just uncovered it for about 35 minutes. I just did it a little bit longer this time. It varies, depends on your taste. And then we have stovetop stuffing, which is very easy to make. It's still standing. It'll be ready in about 4 minutes. So anyway, thank you guys very much for joining us. We're super excited. We love you all. Make sure if you like our content, give it a big thumbs up.
Wow, that's really big thumbs up.
Really big thumbs up.
Yes.
And make sure to subscribe to our channel. That way you guys
And?
can stay tuned. Oh, and make sure you ring the bell.
Mhm.
That way you get all of our content that we upload daily. And you have to set your
Notifications for
notifications to
content.
all. So that way you can receive them all. Thank you again for watching us. Trinity. It's very bright. She got a little scared at first. Thank you again. Much love and light. Peace. And we'll see you next time.
Yay! Bye.